At the edge of Owens Lake in the shadow of the towering Sierra Nevada mountains lies a small mining town, Keeler, a testament to the dynamic and often harsh history of the American West. Once a bustling hub of industry fueled by the silver mines of nearby Cerro Gordo, Keeler is now a ghost town with only a handful of residents and crumbling structures that echo a bygone era. This is the story of Keeler, a town that played a pivotal role in California's mining boom and the complex web of transportation, industry, and human ambition that shaped the region. In the late 19th century, Cerro Gordo was the largest producer of silver in California. The steep hills of the Inyo Mountains were rich with ore, yielding nearly $17 million worth of silver, lead, and other minerals between the 1860s and 1880s. However, getting the ore down from the 8,500-foot elevation of Cerro Gordo to markets was no easy task. The road to the valley floor was a treacherous 7-mile route, navigable only by mules and horses. Initially, the ore was shipped through a small port called Swansea, a few miles north of what would become Keeler. Swansea was controlled by a separate company, and Mortimer Belshaw, the enterprising owner of Cerro Gordo, was determined to cut costs by avoiding third-party fees. He established his own shipping hub a few miles south, named it Holly, and later expanded it into a more significant settlement under the guidance of Julius Keeler, a visionary businessman. Julius Keeler saw the potential in the small shipping port and expanded it into a thriving town complete with a mill and rail connections. He even acquired one of the steamships that transported ore across Owens Lake, but fate dealt a cruel blow when the ship burned down in 1882, marking the first of many setbacks for the burgeoning town. Keeler's fortunes improved temporarily in 1883 with the arrival of the Carson and Colorado Railroad, connecting it to larger markets. The completion of the railroad was a significant achievement, but it was also bittersweet. Cerro Gordo's silver rush had already waned, and the town's heyday was over. One of the railroad's owners reportedly remarked, "We're either 300 miles too far or 20 years too late," perfectly capturing the missed opportunity. The early 20th century brought another brief boom when the Los Angeles Aqueduct diverted water from Owens Lake, exposing vast alkaline flats rich in soda ash, borax, and other minerals. Keeler adapted once again, processing these minerals and shipping them via the railroad. However, this boom was short-lived, and by the mid-20th century, the town was in steady decline. The railroad ceased operations in 1960, leaving Keeler isolated and struggling to survive. The diversion of water from Owens Lake to Los Angeles in 1913 was a transformative and controversial event that reshaped the entire region. The lake, once 7 miles wide and 60 feet deep in places, began to dry up, revealing its mineral-rich bed. While this spurred some industrial activity in Keeler, the environmental impact was severe. The lake bed became a source of toxic dust storms, contributing to some of the worst air quality in the nation. The water diversion played a crucial role in the growth of Los Angeles, allowing the city to expand eightfold in the decades following the construction of the aqueduct. However, it also spelled doom for communities like Keeler, which depended on the lake for shipping and economic activity. One of the most recognizable remnants of Keeler's industrial past is the Sierra Talc Company mill, built in the early 1900s. California was the largest producer of talc in the United States, and Keeler played a crucial role in this industry. Talc was mined nearby at Talc City, refined at the mill, and shipped out by rail. The mill is a haunting reminder of the town's resourcefulness, finding new ways to utilize the railroad long after Cerro Gordo's silver had run dry. Keeler is now a shadow of its former self, with only a few residents and a handful of remaining structures that tell the story of its past. The Keeler Beach and Swim Club, once a retreat for locals and Hollywood stars alike, now lies abandoned, its pool filled with dust and debris. It's a poignant symbol of the town's rise and fall and of the dreams that were left behind. The old railroad station, once the terminus of the Carson and Colorado Railroad, is slowly being reclaimed by the desert. Enthusiasts like Dave Mull and Randy Babcock, who work to restore one of the original locomotives, keep the spirit of the town alive. Their efforts are a reminder that history is not just in the past, it lives on in the passions of those dedicated to preserving it. Despite its ghost town status, Keeler still inspires creativity. Local artist Dan Dickman, who has lived in the area since the 1970s, captures the rugged beauty of the desert in his work. His art reflects the ancient landscapes and the enduring spirit of the town, reminding visitors that Keeler is more than just a relic. It's a place where history and creativity continue to thrive. Keeler's story is one of resilience, ambition, and adaptation. From its origins as a shipping port for Cerro Gordo silver to its later days as a center for talc and soda ash production, the town has seen multiple incarnations. While its glory days may be long gone, Keeler remains a fascinating piece of California's mining history and a vivid example of how communities adapt to the ever-changing economic landscape of the American West. Keeler is not just a forgotten town on the edge of a dry lake. It's a monument to the complex interplay of industry, environment, and human endeavor. It stands as a reminder that history is all around us, waiting to be rediscovered by those willing to look beyond the surface. If you found this overview helpful, be sure to give the video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more content like this.